talk about the different pieces you cut out. First off, you have your two main wing pieces right here. Then you have your two stabilizers, your front nose piece, your fuselage, your bottom plate, your top plate, your piece to measure the stabilizers. You have your spacer, canopy, wing mounts, and you have a motor mount we designed for this plane that is also in plans. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is get any piece you want, and we got the bottom plate here. We're going to bevel each thing and cut the notches out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all these notches out for the fuselage. It's a lot better to have notches than just a hole. It makes it a lot cleaner and less drag throughout the bottom. Once we get all these notches cut out, we're going to take out the long one. You guys might have better ideas to get these notches out, but what we like to do is just take a screwdriver, just come along the edges and just clean it all out. So I have a lot of space to work. Alright, once you get done cutting all these notches out, what you're going to do is bevel up every angle I need to, and first one is just go along. This one, you just use anything that you can puncture it with. If you don't puncture it, you just press it in. Just allow it to bend a little bit. These don't have to be perfect. I know some people aren't very good at this, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't be pressured to have to make it perfect. There you have it. Alright, so once you get this piece done, you just go ahead and finish out beveling each piece. And bevel these ones, it's a double bevel on this line right here, another double bevel right here, another double bevel, and the last double bevel on this fuselage right here. And this piece, no bevel. You need to double bevel this line. This, you cut out your ailerons right there. And this one, cut the notches out. This long notch. That notch right there. And you double bevel this. Double bevel this whole line. Double bevel this line. And these middle ones. Last one here is just another aileron. And then your canopy, you bevel it right there. Double bevel on these lines. Bevel it right here. Bevel it right there. So these are all the pieces you need to have beveled. Get them all done and get starting to glue it. So the next first step we're gonna do is add the fuselage to the bottom plate. It's a good thing to always dry fit everything before it works, so you don't have to rip everything off after it's already glued. Everything should just slide in there like that. Happy with your fit. Get your glue. Make sure you got a full thing of glue. Don't have to go crazy on the glue here. One strip down here. In each notch. And your last strip here. Hold in place. Alright, the next step, once you get this all nice and glued and get their modem out here, you could get these on our website and just go to PDF plans and print them out of whatever material you want. This will also help you form your fuselage to the right angle. Here's you. Throw some glue on this side. Glue on this side. And slide her down. Make sure everything is nice and level and straight. Whatever you have to do to make it sure it's straight horizontally and vertically. Step is start forming the fuselage. Put the top plate on. What you do, hold this open, throw a bead of glue all the way down this slot, all the way down this side. Push it together, get your top plate. Hold it on, look at it from every angle, just to make sure it's nice and level, where you want it to be. Alright, so once you get this nice and dry, let it sit for a couple minutes. You take this off, should be nice and formed, and then we'll get started on the nose piece. Alright, so now to form the nose, what you're going to do is get a lot of just normal masking tape or Scotch tape and have a lot ready for you, so you don't have to try to be ripping off tape while your glue's drying. What you do, just put a very light bead on the bottom here. Push it together. Use your tape. Just make sure all the seams are lining up nice and straight. Don't want to press the tape all the way down nice and firm, because whenever you take it off, it'll tape that top layer of paper off the foam board. And nobody wants that. Let it dry for a little bit. The tape should be holding it together. And do your other side. Once again, very light bead of glue. Alright, so now you're going to want to form the very front of your nose piece. Take this 1 inch by 1 inch square or 2 inch by 2 inch of packaging tape. You're going to lay it on the bottom to where it meets the nose. You're just going to form this to the way you want it, so it's coming together at the front. That's going to form the cavity down there. Then you could throw some glue down the seams to make it really strong. And just let it dry. Alright, now you just want to go ahead and still letting it dry here. And then you cut off the excess tape right there. What you want to do is get your front nose piece here. Throw a light bead of glue down the middle of this seam. Same on this side. You pinch it together, put it on the front piece, and hold it like there's glue there. And just hold it till it dries. Alright, so now we're going to complete the nose canopy piece. But I just like to do one side first. What you can do is you can get your tape lined up. You just throw some glue on one side. Just line it up straight with the back. Throw your tape down and then you just hold it, and you get more tape just to help form it so I don't have to hold it. Alright, now this side's dry. So what you want to do is finish this side. Just lift it up a little bit and throw some more glue. Push it together, hold it, get some more tape. And just let it dry. Alright, now it's dry. You're going to take all these pieces of tape off. What you could do later, just take some scissors and just trim the front piece to however you want it. Make sure it looks right. And next up, you're going to start forming your top fuselage. You want to dry fit everything so you don't have to tear it off when you glue it. Make sure it all fits nice and good. You're going to throw some glue down the seam. You're going to lay it on. You're going to want to make sure it's lined up with this back piece right here, so it's not too far back or too far forward. You can also throw some glue down right in here. Just do this, and you just push these front pieces down so it fits smoothly. You just wait till it's dry. Alright, now that we got the top plate nice and glued, before we go any further, you want to glue your motor in. Screw it in. We use a 22-12-6. Use a Grayson Hobby Supersonic. You can make it a little bigger if you want to go a little faster. Make it for someone a little younger to learn to fly. Alright, now you got your motor mount on. What you want to do is finish up the tail here. You get your spacer, dry fit it. Like it's fitting nice. What you want to do is throw some glue in these seams so it stays when you push it down. Some glue along here. Throw some glue in here. You just push everything down, make sure everything is nice and level. Put that glue there so it gets that real jet-like look. Alright, now you got that done. You're going to push this to the side and work on your two main wing pieces and your wing struts. First step, dry fit it, push this to the back, make sure everything fits like it should. Just throw a bead of glue all the way down this. Push it into place and hold it till it's dry. Alright, now that you got both your wing struts mounted on your wings, you're going to start working on your wing. When you do, just dry fit it, make sure everything fits nice and good into this spot right here. And with this, be lined up with that leading edge. It's looking good. So then, put this in. Line it up. Throw a bead of glue all the way down this edge right here. And hold it. Now that that's dry, I'm going to lift it up and just throw a bead of glue under this. Just flatten it out and hold it.
Okay, go.
Alright, that's what you should get, and then you're going to want to pump this. This makes it a lot stronger to throw a bead of glue down in there so it stays shut. Just put a good healthy bead of glue down in here. And you just let it sit nice and flat. Alright, so now you get that side done. See, we didn't do the bottom plate here. So everything's nice and glued. As you can see, I was a little off on the gluing, but that's fine, just as long as you match it on the other side. It's not too bad. So you're going to want to get this ring ready. The same thing to this side. The bead glue in here. The bead glue all the way down here. And then you're going to want to put some glue down here.
That's way back. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, see about right there.
This one's a little dry. Alright, so next step is you want to get your bottom wing mounts glued in. What you want to do, throw bead glue all the way down in this cavity. Put some on the outside. Don't need a lot on the outside. Some right here. You're just going to place these notches into that cavity. Should just slide in. Then this front piece right here, this just slides in in front of that wing, and then it just slides into the top plate. Make sure it's level as possible.
Okay.
Once you get that, you just want to just put some more glue just any spot you need it, just to make sure it's all nice and together as one. Alright, now that you got the bottom plate wing former glued down, nice and dry, you don't want to finish this front piece there. All I do is just throw just a bead of glue in this cavity right there. You just form it.
And you can use some tape on this if you need to. And then when that dries, you just do the, or glue, is that just, you just do the other side, right?
Yep. Just gonna hold this till it's dry, and then exact same process on the other side. Alright, once you get your wing dry, make sure it's nice and level. It's all looking good. So now we're gonna proceed to do the stabilizers. So all you have to do is just put them up against this top plate and slide it back till it hits that notch. All you have to do is throw a bead of glue on the stabilizer itself. Then you get your wing or your stabilizer gauge just to see what angle you want. It's just a 90-degree angle. And just hold till dry. So once your first glue line is dry, just gonna throw a bead of glue on the top. And on the bottom. And you repeat the same process on the other side. Alright, now you got your canopy. All I had to do is trim about 1/8 of an inch off and it just fits right in there. That concludes the build video of your MF-22 Raptor. It's looking pretty sweet. What you do now is just get your servos installed, get your receivers and your ESC all good, and be ready to fly it.